From unidentified flying objects to creepy occurrences, these are some of the most unbelievable videos that have been caught on camera. We have seen footage before of objects entering our atmosphere from outer space, but in 2008, something was caught on tape that has left us all scratching our heads. A group of astronomers were studying the skies above Australia when they saw this object enter the atmosphere. It looks like a typical meteor at first, but then it begins to move erratically. Is this an alien spaceship? Is this some kind of military drone? Or could it be something else entirely? Moving on, we have to look at this incredible footage of a massive sinkhole that opened up in Guatemala. This hole opened up so suddenly and unexpectedly that it swallowed a 3-story building. The building was a garment factory, which had around 1,300 employees working there at the time. Luckily, no one was hurt, but this was still a very close call. These sinkholes are usually caused by heavy rainfall, but this was not the case here. Instead, experts believe that the soil had become saturated with water from days of rain prior to the collapse. They also believe that the building's weight may have contributed to the disaster. Still, it's hard to believe that such a huge sinkhole could open up so quickly. Moving along, let's look at this shocking footage of hundreds of thousands of sardines washing up on the South African coast. Every year, around 1 million tons of sardines migrate along South Africa's west coast. However, in 2017, over 450,000 sardines washed up on the shore. Many believed that this was due to overfishing, but this is not the true story behind this mass stranding. Instead, it's thought that a large school of sardines became trapped by a front of bad weather. This prevented them from migrating further along the coast. Some people believe that sardines can sense danger, and this caused them to strand themselves rather than risk being caught by predators. Whatever the reason, this was a truly spectacular sight to behold. Next, we have to look at this incredibly strange video of a blue light appearing above Russia. In September 2014, this bright blue light appeared in the sky above Volgograd, Russia. At first it looked like a typical meteor, but many witnesses claimed that the light did not move or descend. Could this be an alien spaceship? Some believe that this is part of the blue jet phenomenon. This occurs when an electrical discharge exits the top of a thunderstorm cloud. However, scientists are still baffled by this footage and have been unable to explain it properly. Moving along, let's look at this spine-tingling footage of a mysterious humming sound that was recorded under the ocean. In 2016, ocean engineer Sam Boyles recorded this creepy underwater noise while he was exploring a local lake. He had been investigating a local legend that claimed the lake had a monster living in it. While he was exploring the lake, he picked up this strange noise. This sound seemed to be coming from the lake bed itself, and it sounded like someone or something was breathing underwater. It's believed that this sound is caused by vibrations from animals moving around underground. Whatever is making this sound is definitely not human, and some believe that this could be the work of an unknown species of sea monster. Moving on, let's look at this incredible footage of a wall of fog rolling across a highway in China. One day in 2017, this wall of fog appeared out of nowhere in the Shandong province of China. The fog rolled across the highway in thick and fast-moving walls. This made it very difficult for motorists to see the road ahead. But what caused this eerie wall of fog? Well, it's thought that a cold front caused the temperature inversion to occur. This meant that a layer of cold air was trapped below a layer of warm air. This caused the water vapor in the air to condense into fog. However, it's very rare for such a thick fog to form so suddenly. So this is definitely something that caught everyone off guard. Next, we have to look at this bizarre video of a tornado that formed inside of a cloud. In 2013, storm chaser Reed Timmer captured this incredible footage above Oklahoma. It looks like a normal tornado at first, but then it seems to pop out of the clouds. Tornadoes usually form when warm and cold air collide. But how could this one form inside of a cloud? Well, it's thought that the tornado formed in the center of a supercell thunderstorm. This is where the winds change direction with height. This created the conditions necessary for a tornado to form. But it's very rare for them to be visible from above. Moving along, let's look at this chilling video of a house that was struck by lightning multiple times. In 2016, a home in Florida was struck by lightning 8 times in just 10 minutes. You can see the lightning strike in the distance, and then you can see the massive explosion as the lightning strikes the house. This caused the entire neighborhood to lose power, but luckily, no one was injured. One resident said that the lightning show was so intense that she could not sleep. She said she woke up to her dogs barking, and then she saw the lightning strike the tree. She described the whole event as surreal and scary. Next, we have to look at this crazy video of a woman who found a mysterious object floating in the sky. One day in 2017, a woman named Kelly Donahoe spotted this weird-looking object floating in the sky above Ireland. The object looked like a small plane, but it was making no noise, and it did not appear to be moving. Some believe that this could be some kind of experimental aircraft, while others think it's a UFO. What do you think this object is? Let me know in the comments below. Moving along, let's look at this insane footage of a train that was struck by lightning in India. In May 2017, this train was traveling through West Bengal when it was struck by lightning. You can see the lightning hit the train and then explode in a massive fireball. 3 people were injured, but luckily the train was still able to continue its journey. In total, 12 coaches of the train were damaged. Next, we have to look at this amazing footage of a massive wave that crashed onto a beach in New Zealand. In February 2017, a massive wave crashed onto a New Zealand beach and swept everything out of its path. The wave was more than 10 feet tall, and it destroyed a local walkway. But what caused this huge wave? Well, it's thought that a combination of strong winds and high tides caused the massive wave. The wave was so large that it even reached the main road. Many people were caught off guard by the wave and had to scramble to higher ground. Moving along, let's look at this insane video of a waterspout that formed in the middle of a river in the United States. This incredible video was filmed by 2 kayakers in Alabama. They were kayaking on the Alabama River when they came across this bizarre waterspout. The waterspout looked like a miniature tornado, and it was spinning in the opposite direction. To most tornadoes, this is because the waterspout was actually a cyclonic water funnel. In other words, it rotated in the opposite direction due to the Coriolis effect. Finally, we have to look at this terrifying footage of a sinkhole that opened up under a Russian street. In March 2015, this sinkhole opened up in St. Petersburg, Russia. The sinkhole was so large that it swallowed 2 buses and several cars. 4 people were also injured during the collapse, but luckily no one was killed. The sinkhole was caused by severe soil erosion under the street. Experts believe that the pipes carrying away rainfall had become damaged. This caused the ground above to become saturated with water. Eventually, the water caused the ground to collapse and the sinkhole was born. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these clips was the most unbelievable. If you want to see my short videos, stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel.